Good morning and welcome to Talking Tuesday. I hope everybody's had the best Christmas and New Year that they can do given the circumstances. Today I'm joined with the lovely Tracy from One Heart, One Mind, One Future, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what is going on with them guys. So Tracy, for the people who don't know, what is One Heart, One Mind, One Future?
So One Heart, One Mind, One Future is Hartlepool's Parent Carer Forum, and we do get asked a lot of the time what is the role of a carer forum, and it is for families who have got children with special educational needs or disabilities, and what we do is we work with local education settings, providers, and other various services to help plan and deliver the correct services to the town so that these families have a say in what services are going to be commissioned and what's going to be available to them as a family.
Brilliant. Do you need to have a I forgot my word I'm looking for now. I had it in my head. Do you have to have a diagnosis to be a member of One Heart, One Mind?
No, anyone can join. I mean, we've got families who are at the very early stages of diagnosis, so they maybe brought something up at school, parents themselves think something potentially problematic, and they can just come along at any point. They don't need any referrals into the service. We can just have them join in and just be part of the group.
Excellent. So what sort of things have you got going on at the moment? Obviously, COVID's sort of affected a lot of activities for groups across the town. So what sort of things have One Heart got going on at the moment?
Well, we're trying to do as much as we can with the families. We had our first discussion group this morning, and they're going to now run every Friday between 11 and 12. Parents can dip in and out as they please for these sessions. We are going to have different people coming in and being involved in these sessions. So today we have Tracy, who is from the Sendius team in Hartlepool. So she was quite beneficial for the session this morning. She was given quite a lot of good advice to the families. And then we've got a lot of various activities on for the actual children. So next week we've got some lantern and lighthouse making sessions. We're also going to be doing a family night once a month, and that can involve having pizza with the family. We deliver it to the families that are involved, or we're going to have a bingo night, maybe a family disco. So we're just trying to get different ways to help support families and just get them included in the forum, and speak for the families as well that are in the similar for themselves for a bit of support.
Amazing. So you've had a bit of a strange time of it, haven't you? Because you only actually started with One Heart back in November, so it's been a bit of a baptism for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just crazy, really, isn't it? Because I mean, starting a new job and trying to do it through a pandemic is quite challenging. So, but hopefully, we are going to make a difference to these families. And times are hard, but I think it's so important that these families are made aware of the services that are in our local community and can help them, definitely.
Oh, is there any sort of age restrictions for the children? Do they have to be between a certain age range, or is it from birth upwards, or?
It's from as soon as the families feel the need that to be part of this forum. And we do have families who have older children as well, in their 20s. Obviously they still have a disability regardless of age, and we are there for them as well, to help support them transition from being a child over to the adult services. So it doesn't really matter what age you are, we're there to help everyone.
Oh, fantastic. So how are you finding things then in your first 2 months? How are you finding the job?
Yeah, I love the job is fantastic, and some of the families, they're just amazing, and everyone's been so welcoming. And I think that's like true Hartlepool spirit, isn't it?
Definitely.
I think when the chips are down, that's the great thing about the people in this town, is that we all come together and help each other. So yeah, it's been challenging because I've had to learn quite quickly, and sometimes I've not been very good at stuff, and Zoom is all new to me, so that's quite challenging.
I think we can all agree with the Zoom situation.
But I mean, you've been great. You've obviously helped me a lot with a lot of IT stuff, which I've never had to kind of deal with before. So now I feel like I am the IT guru.
Oh, brilliant. So obviously you said that you've got your parent care groups every Friday. That's 11 o'clock, is it?
11
And
o'clock,
then you're
yeah.
gonna yeah, and then you're gonna have the family night one night a month. If people want to get involved with this, what do they need to do?
All they need to do is call the office between 9 and 2, Monday to Friday, to just get booked on the events. And if they want to send me an email first to ask any questions, then obviously they can send me an email and I can answer any questions. I mean, I understand people aren't great with Zoom. Sometimes they feel quite what's the word? Overwhelmed, I guess,
Yeah.
with Zoom. What's the good thing about this is that it's new to all of us. You know, we had our first discussion group this morning, so it's new for everyone, including myself. You know, it's not like we've been doing this for years. You know, everyone who's coming along is new to the forum, and you know, that's a good thing. We're all kind of at the same stage. So obviously, I would just don't be scared to come in, and even if you have to dip in and out because you've got children at home or you've only got 10 minutes spare, that's really not a problem. We're quite laid back, and you know, just do what you can do, really.
And when you say ring the office, that's the Hartlepool Carers office, isn't it?
Hartlepool Carers office. I should know it off by heart. I believe it's 2830.
01429 283 095.
Sometimes it
And
comes and sometimes it doesn't.
it's all right. I went through a stage where I kept giving out my old work number, so and I know you've taken on the Facebook and the social media and stuff as well, and you've got the website up and running as well now, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
So if anyone wants to find Tracy and One Heart, they've got Facebook, they've got Instagram, and there is a website as well, which is fantastic. Loads of useful information on there. Sorry, I'm going to have to stop the dog. He's barking and he's doing my editing. Hi, shush. Oh, it's high tech and professional here, I can tell you.
Oh, good old dogs. And I'm surprised mine aren't going off it now.
Oh, so what else? What else is in the pipeline, Tracy? How do you sort of see this going along the line? Obviously, during the pandemic, and once things get back to normal a little bit, or whatever normal might be.
I know, well, this is it. I mean, in an ideal world, normal for us and our families would be actually meeting face to face, holding support groups, bringing outside providers into these groups so they can see what the families are talking about and what's, you know, really relevant at the time. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're obviously going to continue this way. We've got a load of ideas we've got in the pipeline. We're going to be starting with wellbeing packs for our parents next week. So anyone who's interested in having a wellbeing pack, which I mean, I'm sure everyone will,
I'll have one.
we're going to put a little goodie pack together for parents. Just remember to spend time on themselves as well. I think
Self-care is so important, isn't it?
it is, Sarah. You mean, I know you say that a lot, but it really is important to make sure you spend time on yourself, and especially in these times when things aren't easy. So we're going to spend a little bit of time concentrating on our parents and making sure that their mental health is well. And again, these little packages are a little way to say make sure you're looking after yourself. And then a few different bits and pieces. I'm quite open to suggestions. So if parents have got any suggestions on how they would like things delivered to them from the forum, then we'd like them to be in touch. Yeah, I'm
And obviously, you've said that they don't need to register with yourselves, and they don't need to have a referral, and they don't need to have a diagnosis. But obviously, One Heart are very closely linked with Hartlepool Carers, so there is that sort of link between the two. And if anyone with One Heart, One Mind, if not already registered with Hartlepool Carers, and obviously they are classed as a carer, they can come along and get the additional support from us as well. So it works really nicely in that we can direct people to you, and you can direct people to us, and hopefully it's just that additional support for people out there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's carers have just provided such an amazing support to these families over lockdown, and I think that long may it continue.
Definitely. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, Tracy? Anything else that you've got going on that you want to bring up, or anything you want to share?
We've got some. It's not as fun as the camper packages and the free pizza nights and things like that. But I am working closely with the CCG, which is the commission group. These are the people that actually commission the services for families. And what they want to do is they want to hear back from families what services that they can start working on and roll it out. So it's really important that we get these families' views, that they let me know that's important to them and where they feel there's a kind of a lack of services, so that we can go back to the CCG and let them know, so that they can bridge the gap between what's missing in our local community. So I urge parents really to share their views with me, so that I can then make sure that those views are heard.
Brilliant. It's really good that there is that service out there, that people who are listening and can sort of get the word back to the higher ups.
Yeah, exactly. We've just been talking about it in our discussion group today, because these people that are commissioning the services, they need to know what's happening on the ground, so that they can have an idea of what needs to be put in place, really. So that's why having these parents' views is just so vitally important.
Oh, you're doing a brilliant job to say that you sort of come in and you can't really meet the team. We're back in our little single bubbles again, so we haven't actually all been together yet, and you've been chucked in at the deep end, but you're doing a fantastic job, and
thank you, Sarah.
We're so pleased to have you on the team.
Oh, thank you. It is great to be with everyone. Everyone's been so welcoming as well, which has made it a lot easier.
So how many families are you sort of working with at the moment? Do we have a rough idea?
Well, there are families that are dipping in and out. I guess again, can be some overwhelming to make that step into a system. So we roughly have people that are signed to the Facebook pages. We've got about 400, but working closely, it's obviously a lot less than that. And I think as we get the service details out there and people realise it's not quite as scary as it sounds, coming into a forum, then I think we will definitely get more engagement. So that is the aim.
And that's why I think this is so important as well, so that people can see who it is that they're going to be dealing with, and they know they've got a familiar face when they do come into the sessions. And it's nice to know that see the person, because obviously we can't see each other in person, but it's nice to see the face of the person that you're going to be speaking with.
So I'm not that scary, am I?
No, not that scary. So, like we've said before, if you want any advice, if you are a parent carer, Tracy's there. You can get her on our office number, which is 01429 283 and that's Monday to Friday, 9 till 2. She's also contactable via email and via our different socials. Make sure you take a look at the Facebook if you've got Facebook, because she's got loads of brilliant stuff on there. And I just think it's going to be, going forward, it's going to be a really, really useful service. So if you think that you are eligible, or even if you're not sure if you're eligible, get in touch, and we'll do everything that we can to help you.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, it's been lovely speaking to you, Tracy.
And you, Sarah, as always.
And that's it for another Talking Tuesday. We are going to get these up and running again properly every week now. Obviously, with being in lockdown again, there's so many different vital services out there. So hopefully we're going to get a full schedule of different service providers that we're going to be speaking with. Hopefully we're going to get the community hubs back on. We're going to be talking to the guys who are doing the Poorly Together project. Loads of different stuff. So that's every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. These videos will go on our Facebook and our YouTube. So make sure you keep watching. And thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.